think, act, and prosper. You are now tuned into the Money Level Show.
So for the average person that's viewing this, what are some like strategies they can use with like their friends and family? I mean, obviously we're going to talk about a little bit more about what services you all offer. You have a membership service or whatnot. But what are some of the basic things they can probably do with family and friends who they've been trying to help get focused and motivated about their financial future?
Tell you, the hardest thing to hold the reins on is wanting to fix. That's the thing I'll say is the hardest thing to stop doing is trying to fix other people's stuff. It usually doesn't work, and it usually generates some level of tension, either outward or inward tension that starts to get created as soon as you try to fix somebody else's stuff. So the hardest thing to do in an attempt to be helpful is to try to not fix the things that you want to fix. The hardest thing, but that's one of the things you work on. And what starts to get people to a place where they can get focused is if you can genuinely listen to what somebody's talking about without jumping in and wanting to interrupt or fix it or say, yeah, but, or you're not getting it. Because again, those actions in communication will generate a negative response. As soon as you say, here's the problem, this is what you need to do to fix it, even if it comes from a heart of wanting to help, it will generate a defensive response. So you seek first understand, which we hear all the time, which is high empathy. And then as you listen to what people are talking about, you start to listen past your own brain, past your own solutions, past their solutions, and you start listening for what does this person ultimately want? What do they ultimately want at the top of their mountain? Is it financial security? Is it freedom? Is it stability? Or is it more of a sense of connection? Or do they like the freedom to be able to spend what they want when they want? Like, what does the top of the mountain look like and feel like for this individual? And that's how you train your brain to start to listen differently, instead of always wanting to jump in to fix the problem as soon as you hear what the problem is.
Yeah, and you mentioned I was thinking earlier, I forgot to kind of piggyback off that, and not create judgments about people's character, because like I can easily say like, oh well, if you don't want to listen to what I say, you'll be broke forever, or you're not serious about this, X, Y, and Z. And so like we can easily make those judgments, but really when our approach isn't effective with helping human behavior change.
That's it.
Yeah.
And what I'll reinforce, Daryl, again, is that most of the time when we jump in to try to fix things, it genuinely does come from a heart of wanting to help people. It does come from a place of wanting to help. It just, the way that we trip over our own language and our own attachment to other people's outcomes, the more attached we get to their outcomes, the more we tend to want to push, the more we tend to want to pull people. And when you start to push or pull people, they tend to want to push you back.